Hey everybody, welcome to Odcast episode 9. As per usual, we're going to go around the room introducing ourselves, starting with the man to my left here.
This is Jared.
This is Julian.
Melissa TC.
Alyssa.
And Daniel.
And I am Jon-Luke.
All right.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Here we go.
Woo!
So who's going first? I've gone first a couple times, so...
That does make... How about Julian? You know, you never go first.
Julian's going first.
Thank you for doing that for the audio listeners.
Yeah, I raised my
He raised
hand,
his hand.
everybody,
He raised
just
his
so you know
hand.
that.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So, my topic, and everybody's going to humor me on this one, is
I don't think so.
the new iPhones
Yes.
that came out.
Oh, yeah.
So, who has any questions about the new iPhones?
Why would I spend that much money for something that's the exact same?
You wouldn't.
No, exactly, because I wouldn't buy it. Because
At
there's
what-
no reason to buy it.
But at what point would you?
Good question. So, there's 3 new phones that came out. The biggest upgrade is the iPhone XS Max, which is essentially the iPhone 10 was the previous year, and it's the size of the iPhone 8, the smaller iPhone that we used to have. But it fills the screen fills the entire body of the phone. And so now the XS Max fills the entire body of the phone with the screen, but it's the size of the 8 Plus. So that's the biggest difference. If
Well,
you want
that's
like
snazzy.
a massive surfboard phone, then you can go ahead and get the XS Max.
Which is the best one?
XS Max is like, I think, by default the best one.
That's the
It's-
flagship, right?
Yeah.
That's like what they push.
Yeah.
Highest tier.
How much is that one cost in comparison to the other ones?
It starts at $10.99, right?
Yeah,
That's how many gigs?
I know.
64?
64.
Yeah.
Are you serious? How much is like the
Goes up-
128?
It goes 64, 256,
And 512, right?
512.
How much
that's
is
new.
512?
512?
1,500.
Probably close to that, yeah.
So, yeah.
$1,500.
I mean, that's insane, obviously. And it's a phone, so it's going to be out of date in like,
A year.
6 months. Yeah, a year.
Until iOS decides to stop working again, you're going to need a patch.
Yeah, well, one thing that they did this year was iOS 12, and they released that, and I thought it was nice of them. They made it work really well on the old devices. So that was their big idea. They spent the
speeded
whole
up
year
the older ones.
just focusing
Just to
on that.
patch that, yeah.
Yeah.
No problem
So-
so far.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It's been
I like
working
it.
really well on my iPad Air 1, and that's pretty
I
old by
really
now.
like the stack notifications.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
I never even thought that was a thing, or I never thought that I needed that in my life.
But you
now
do.
that I have it, it's much
Android
appreciated.
people have been
It looks
like,
less
experiencing
cluttered.
that and like wishing that was everybody's
Sure.
been wishing.
Yeah, I never knew that was a thing.
Yeah.
One thing I have noticed that is an issue with is if you have an older Apple TV, it doesn't work. The iOS 12 is just so finicky with it. Like, you'll
really?
stream for a little bit, you'll mirror for a little bit, but then it just decides to disconnect.
And that's worse than the previous operating system?
It's been slowly getting worse and worse as the OSs have been updated.
Oh, okay. I'm curious to know whether, like, if you kept one with the original operating system, would that like work just as well?
I don't think so.
Or yeah, because I'm thinking it's probably like.
Well, they're trying to push their new Apple TVs.
Yeah, the 4K TV.
Yeah. But like, would YouTube, if you watch something on YouTube, would the YouTube app be updated and therefore like work worse on the older hardware or something, or is it like they're actually trying to break it? I'm curious. Yeah. But so really, the best question to ask is not what's the best iPhone, period, but like
Why would you do it?
that's another good question. But like, which is the best one for you? Because the 10R is the really one that I'm very excited about, because that one is a cheap, finger quotes, iPhone.
The budget.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to
iPhone.
ask. Do they have like an economic iPhone?
Yeah, it's
The budget,
$749.
$749 iPhone.
It's made out of recycled materials.
Exactly. It's mostly plastic.
It's actually made of the
It
napkins
comes in a
from
lot of
Starbucks.
colors.
It's the SeaWorld napkins. Ones that have already been recycled, they're recycled again.
Yep. It's just a lot of them put together.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
if it was like 150, I would go for it. But otherwise, no. Because a phone is a phone. You just make phone calls, text people,
But
go
is
on
it?
the internet. I mean,
It's
It's
a
an
mini
experience.
It's
computer.
almost a computer, though.
It's your life.
I honestly
palm
like.
of
Not
your
that hard.
hand.
I tell people like I use my phone for pretty much everything my entire day.
Yeah.
To the point where sometimes I don't even take out my laptop because I'm like, I don't need to. Like, just go on my phone. It's become that prevalent and important in your life. And for me, I don't know. Like, well, my plan I pay monthly, so I never have to shell out $1,000 up front. And
So you don't
really,
feel it?
it's almost like I'm leasing a phone. Like I
Yeah.
just pay to own
Yeah,
a phone,
exactly.
and I will forever pay to own a phone. but I feel like at one point you're always gonna have to upgrade anyway, so it's almost like a wash kind of thing. But
For
I mean,
me,
it's up to everyone's.
for me, I do prepaid though, so I
Oh,
buy
yeah.
the
So
you
phone
have to buy
and
out the
then
phone.
I had to watch my texting and talking.
Mm.
Oh wow.
So,
I'm happy with getting like a generation older phone and just paying up
Yeah.
front.
I was reading an article about the new phones, and they were saying if you have, I think they said, even if you have a 7 or an 8, there really is no reason to upgrade.
Yeah.
If it's working properly and everything's okay, they're like, you're really not
Especially-
getting anything
yeah.
crazy. Especially the 10. They're like, if you have the 10, the 10S is not going to
Oh.
change really.
There's
Basically
not that much of a
nothing.
difference.
Yeah, and honestly, with iOS 12 coming out, like the iPhone 7 is a dream now. I mean, they're
Yeah.
working super well.
Yeah, I have the 7 now, and honestly, I mean, I've put mine
It's
through
taking
the
a
wears.
beating.
Yeah, I put mine, but it's been pretty good with it.
It's
I've
been
noticed
kicked around.
it's actually better with the new iOS.
Literally,
Which is
literally
rare.
kicked around.
Now, not speaking about software, but hardware. Do you have a case on your phone?
Yeah, I do.
You do? Do you drop it like often or?
Not
dropped
often,
it
but I've
once.
dropped it
when
once,
he does,
and it
it's
counted.
a doozy.
Yeah.
Do you
No,
have the tempered glass screen protector?
no, I never
Nah.
do.
Okay.
I never put a screen
And
protector.
honestly, like,
I
I've
never did either, yeah.
I've never messed up a phone after all the years I've had one, but this one just particular case.
I've messed up a couple phones.
Happened to kick it as it fell.
Yeah.
One of them was not my fault. Yeah, just the one wasn't my fault.
I've only messed up an iPad once. Like I shattered the whole screen. It was actually the day. Did I tell this story? This is the day that iOS 7 came out,
Oh,
and
You're so excited, you just.
I was literally no, for real. Okay, so we were at Panera, the
so
parking lot, and I'm like,
5-year-old Julian.
I had basically.
Wow.
So I had my iPad 3, and I had iOS 7 was the update, and I didn't have Wi-Fi, so I couldn't download it. So I was like,
That's
okay, we're
not
going to
cool.
Panera. Has free Wi-Fi. I can get the new iOS 7. I've been waiting forever.
Let's go.
And so I have the iPad on my lap. I jump out of our van,
When you jump out of your van, so
and the iPad is on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And I look at it. I'm like, oh, it's cool because it's an iPad. It's in a case. It's fine. Yeah. So I pick it up, and I'm like,
when I bought my iPad, I make sure I buy it from Walmart because they have a really good warranty. I have dropped so many times my last iPad. I had an iPad mini, and I dropped that probably 2 or 3 times, so I had to use the warranty. So, yeah, that's what I do.
That's what it's
what's
for.
the warranty like? Like, what do they offer at Walmart?
You have to buy it, and then you open a case with them. I think you call or you go online, and then you just send your iPad to them. They repair it and then send it back.
Okay.
For free?
Okay. Well, you have to pay for the plan
I don't
initially.
remember.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Probably.
I don't remember if there was a deductible or anything. I don't remember.
And if it is, it's much less than
Yeah.
getting an actual repair.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Or probably than Apple Care
So
or
it's
something
interesting you
like
brought up the iPad because I always go through a phase if I'm going to get an iPad or not, and I've been doing
Yeah.
this for several years
I'm
now.
like, just
and
get it.
I can't justify it because
The 10s Max.
Essentially.
It's basically an
I
iPad
just
mini.
can't justify it because I have my MacBook Pro, and I will say, I think the best thing about Apple, or probably any phone, is when you're fully invested in the entire environment and the
Ecosystem.
ecosystem. It just really is like a different level of experience because it's so seamless and flawless. Especially Apple, it just works so fundamentally well. The basic things are just so nice. But like for the iPad, I can't ever justify buying one. I mean, I have my phone,
Yeah.
which is like I said, I do everything on. And then I have my laptop if I really need something a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
And I know there are those times and I'm like, man, I wish I had something just a tiny bit bigger.
But not
But
as
would I
big
spend
as-
$400+, $300+ on something for just maybe sometimes I would use it?
Yeah.
But then that money could go toward the iPhone. So really, it's kind of
Just try to win one.
That's it.
A crane game.
Hey, okay.
That ought to do it.
Let's go.
Where are those?
Everywhere.
Universal. They have the iPad crane games, or
Oh,
the,
really?
the one where you can knock the key into the hole.
Yeah.
Do people ever actually win it?
I have seen photographs of people that
I've
have
seen
won them.
video evidence.
I don't know
of
about
some
that
of
one.
them.
I mean, I like
It's
crane
rigged.
games. I'm pretty
It's
decent at crane
definitely
games.
But for the iPad, I like it for watching Netflix because it's like a
Oh,
bigger
yeah,
screen.
that's
You
true.
can sit down and just watch it, and it's comfortable. And for studying, it's also good because it's the size of a textbook. I have the
Sure.
iPad Pro.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the
I
pencil's cool.
really wanted it for like as a comic reader because they say that like the size of the,
Yeah.
of the iPad is like the perfect
Especially
size
the
of
mini,
a comic
I think,
book.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Well, either one, I guess.
I'm not sure which one, but yeah, they said it's like the perfect like resolution size. So
Dimensions.
yeah, it'll just fit like flawlessly. So that's what has really always tempted me. Because I know it's just more comfortable, like when you're in a bed or something, just to hold it.
It's funny to me. My favorite iPad size is iPad Mini, but they
Really?
haven't made a new
I
iPad
have a-
Mini
I
since
think
the
that's what I
iPad
have, a
Mini
Mini.
4. It's been for a long time, and I wonder if it's because they're making the 10s Max. It's like it's almost the size of the iPad Mini.
Is it
I
pretty
wonder-
close?
What are
Yeah.
the dimensions of it
I
compared
think
to
it's
the mini?
6.3 inches, and the Mini is like 7 or something.
Oh
Really?
gosh, that's super
Yep.
close.
So yeah, I don't even know if they're gonna make
I
any
feel
new
like the
minis.
mini is wider though.
yeah,
it's much-
yeah,
Yeah, of
no, it
course.
is. You're right.
Because
Definitely wider.
It's the 16:9 versus 4:3 aspect
Yeah.
ratio on it. So
Mhm.
the square. It's funny because you watch movies on Netflix on the iPads, and they don't fill up the whole screen unless it's an old movie because it's the square aspect ratio fills it. Yeah, it's.
I didn't know that.
Ours anyway. Yeah.
Oh,
Fun
well,
fact.
a lot of the phones that they make is considered like a phablet now, yeah?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
big.
What'd you call me?
Exactly.
You heard me.
As opposed to years
as
ago.
I'm eating a cookie.
As opposed to years ago when it was
I'm
like
sorry, I
the
wasn't
smaller the
listening.
better.
Yeah.
Can't hear you
They
with
were
the sound of
cute. They
my
were
cookie.
pocket size. Now you can even put them in your pocket. Seems like.
They're like, we can't get any smaller, so let's just go the other way.
Yeah.
let's do it. Well, I mean, as technology's increased too, it's just we can do things we never could. So
It
do you
went from really big to really small, and now we're back
Yeah.
to big.
Does anybody like small phones here?
I
No.
do.
I don't think so.
I had the Pantech flip phone. I kid you not. That thing was like 2 inches big, folded. Then it was 4 inches when you opened it.
Okay.
That's insane.
Did you like it?
When I was 7, yeah.
Okay.
So
But now we're at
7-year-old
AT&T, so I got the phones.
Oh, cool. Like, have you heard of Samsung's new phone they're coming out with? It's foldable, so it's supposed to be like small when you put it in. It's basically a flip phone, but for touchscreen.
with the super hard plastic?
Is it? I don't. Yeah, I didn't hear about
I
that.
don't know
It
too many
makes it like-
details about it, but yeah, I think so.
It's like it's a phone, but you can open it up, and it's like a miniature tablet.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's like it has a super hard plastic LED display, I believe.
OLED. It's got to be OLED.
OLED?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah,
That's
I
pretty
mean,
slick.
I don't know. Like, I don't know what to think of it. What do you guys think?
I know there's one other phone that did that,
Oh yeah.
and of course, it's not going to be Samsung level because it's like one
Yeah.
of the off brands.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But it looked kind of cool. But if they did it a little bit better, I could see people maybe.
So do you think that
Checking it
if
out.
Samsung goes through with this design, it'd be utilized?
I'm sure it would.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well, the next thing on the list is the 10R and bestseller of the three. So I think I would agree that the 10R is definitely going to sell the most because it has. When I was watching the conference, they were talking about the 10S and how awesome it is. It's their flagship. Oh, it's $1,000. Whatever. But I went through it, and then at the end they said, "Okay, we have the 10R too." And so I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, it's just going to be a colorful version of the iPhone 10, which is what they did when the iPhone 5 came out. They made the iPhone 5C.
5C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Wrong.
no, yeah. I was amazed because they put the new processor, they put the new camera, I think that's it, but the new design and everything, all in the iPhone 10R. And that's basically the biggest new features of the new phone. So it even had portrait mode with one lens and the blurry
Wow.
background mode.
Yep.
So the 10R, like, I don't think there's any drawbacks other than the screen.
Yeah, I was gonna say the pixels per inch.
Yeah.
With the same number of pixels for I think the 4 or 5,
Mm-hmm.
which is like
Yeah, it's the same one as
8 years
actually the
old.
iPhone 6, 7, and even 8. The iPhone 8 has the same as the iPhone 4 pixels per inch, which
Yep.
is funny. But the new iPhone 10R
But can
will
we
have,
really
yeah.
see a difference though?
Right, that's the
we
question.
we haven't seen it up close in person yet, so we
Yeah.
don't know yet.
Isn't pixels only when you blow up an image?
It's so that's the pixels for when you take a photo, and
Yeah.
then there's also the pixels that are inside the display.
It's talking about the screen.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
The screen pixels.
Gotcha.
Have you heard about the LG V40?
No,
It has 5 cameras in it.
5?
Okay,
5
that's
cameras.
too much.
That's excessive.
Like
3 on the back, 2 on the front.
do you know anything about what they're for?
I saw the article yesterday, and I'm like, Julian would appreciate this. Because
I
the whole
know
article, I could,
2 on the
I could-
front, I understand.
I'll send you
'cause
the
that's
article.
portrait mode.
Portrait mode, and
But
then the 3 on
2
the back.
Yeah,
I guess your regular, a portrait, and
Maybe
maybe, a
maybe,
wide
maybe,
angle.
maybe landscape.
Wide angle.
yeah.
That'd be cool for shooting video wide angle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. You know what's funny though is like the Google Pixel had some of the best blurry background portrait mode. You don't even need 2 cameras for it. It had 1 camera, and the iPhone new one they have just the 10R has one for that too. So yeah, but they looks cooler if they have 2.
I like the colors. Colors
Yeah.
are cool.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
And then Android. So yeah, I think that's about it. And why should you get a 10s Max? It's bigger. That's it.
Yep.
I like it. Sold.
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 You had me.
Shut
at
up and
bigger.
take my money.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I've had an upgrade for... Actually, I didn't upgrade last year. I have a yearly upgrade. Never went last year. Cracked my screen. Never fixed that. So now I can definitely upgrade. So
Cool. Yeah.
it will be soon.
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
on my 4th iPhone, like I've said before, but that's beyond the point.
Or just get the active Samsungs, and they last.
You could drop that from a 100-foot helicopter. Should be good.
Probably.
Yeah.
I actually just cracked the tempered glass screen 2 days ago.
Wait, not the protector, like a regular screen.
No, it's the protective screen.
Uh-huh.
So I just peel it off and put a new one on.
You don't even have a case or anything, right? 'Cause
No, because it has
phone is the
it has
case.
reinforced
Yeah.
corners and shock absorbers inside.
that's pretty cool.
See, let me tell you a story. So I was going skateboarding, and I took off my case for some reason because I was going to go bike riding, but then my bike, the tires were no air was in them. So I was going skateboarding, it fell out of my pocket, and then my screen got cracked, but it's still workable. So yeah, I think I like the cases, but when I use them, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I usually get the case before I get the actual phone,
Yeah.
so that as soon as I get the phone, it's in a case.
Okay, I got a rant about George's case.
Uh-oh.
Were you with me?
I was there.
That made me so angry.
I was laughing.
This man
Hi,
spent
George.
$40 on a case.
The
Okay.
product red leather case.
Oh.
It had a scuff in
Well,
it.
it wasn't leather. It was like
It's
the
from
plastic
Apple.
one.
So here's
Apple.
the thing. It had like a really bad scuff in it, and he was like, "Should I send it back?" And Jon-Luke's
I was like, if you're spending $40, they better take it back.
he was like, "Wait, I can send it back." Like,
I was
yeah.
like, yeah, take it in, see what they say.
Just
I
did a
mean, how
deep
long ago
George
did you get
voice
it?
That was. Wait, you mean I can send it back?
Yeah, my case didn't help me one time.
Oh yeah.
No, I was walking through the mall at a brisk pace, and there happened to be a puddle on the floor. Didn't see it, no sign whatsoever. Slipped, and I braced my fall with my phone in my hand. And in that moment, I knew it was shattered completely. And I had the tempered glass on it.
Wow.
That didn't save it.
That's.
Wow.
It saved you, though.
Well.
I don't know about that.
Save her
Not
soul,
really.
because that's what's really broken here.
I legitimately
Her
wanted to
spirit is
cry.
Dude, you should have sued the mall.
What phone was it?
I think it was iPhone 6 Plus, possibly.
The one phone I did crack was the Samsung Galaxy S3. I had it without a case for a week, and
Oh no! It was your first week.
it was the first week. And I was in the car. I was driving, so I told Alyssa to hold my phone. It was on
To
her
which I
lap.
did.
She got out of the car. Next thing you know, it's on the ground, face down.
Because, like, you have something in your lap and you forget it's
forget.
there.
Like
Yeah,
I
the
did with my
iPad.
iPad. Yeah.
Same
And
thing.
you get up and there's that.
Yep.
But fortunately, only the top portion was cracked, so when I put a case on it, you couldn't see it.
You couldn't tell.
Cool.
So I was
But
like, oh,
his seething
forget it.
hate for me, I could feel it.
Has still never settled down.
It's still there.
Not settled.
I've had 8 phones between them, but still.
Never forget.
Wait, what?
Never. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't gloss over that.
That's
I'm
what
kidding.
childhood.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
childhood
Let me
animosity
think
is all
about
about.
this.
Yeah. Count.
After the S3, I got.
I've had 2 phones just for
I had a
reference. 2
Google
smartphones.
Nexus.
Oh really? Well, that's
I
pretty
think
cool.
the Nexus 5.
Nice.
I had the Nexus 5. Then I had. What else did I get?
Okay, so
I had
that's,
the
Note?
Note 5.
was the S3 your first smartphone?
No, I think my first.
Let's just count all your smartphones real quick.
I know I had the HTC Evo.
Oh wow.
Me too.
Let's come back.
Didn't you have a Galaxy? No?
The S3.
No. Okay.
So that's 2.
And then I had the Note 5.
Nexus.
That's 4.
Well, but you wanted the one that was that
I was going
exploding,
to
right?
get the Note 7,
Mm-hmm.
and then it exploded, and that's why I switched to Apple.
There you go.
Yep.
Get the iPhone 7.
I got the iPhone 7
So then your
Plus.
wallet just blew up.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But at least.
But I
the
got it
phone
on a
did.
Sprint plan, so I pay it monthly. Don't feel it.
Okay, and then how many iPhones?
Initial 7 Plus, boot loop, another 7 Plus, which was free. Then I got the 8 Plus, dropped my belt on the home button, boot loop.
Oh, that was horrific.
So then I got another 8 Plus, which I have now, and I paid like 30 something.
That's 8 phones.
Wow.
wow,
pretty
Jon-Luke.
much.
I've only had 3.
And that's just smartphones too. Like you've had regular.
Daniel, you had
a
your
couple
4
of
for like, I don't know.
For like about a million
Yeah,
years.
like
Yeah.
like 4 years. I bought that 4 in 2010. I didn't change it out till the 6 Plus.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I went from a 4 to a 6 Plus. I never had
and
a
your
5.
mind was blown.
I never had a 5S. Like I didn't even experience that size. I just went straight to 6 Plus, and I was
Yep.
like, best thing ever.
I think I ended up having like 2 or 3 sixes, I think, because I got the one, and all they had was silver. What I really wanted, that's when I think they started with the rose gold, or just gold, I think it
Gold.
was.
Gold, okay.
So I was like, I want the gold one. So we went to the Sprint store for, I think it was for my aunt that was visiting from New York. She just wanted to she needed a phone. So I told the guy, I was like, oh yeah, I really wanted the gold one, but they didn't have it. He's like, hold on a second.
I get you.
I got you. So he popped out with the gold one, and I gave him back my silver one. So I had that for a little while, and then I think that's when we went on a cruise.
Yep.
We were chilling in Belize. Mind you, we had to take was it a tender boat to get over to the spot where we were at?
Okay.
On the way back, I realized I didn't have my phone, but I had it before.
You left it
I
on the
think
island.
I left it not on the island. It was on the taxi.
The taxi.
So James was having a blast with my phone. That was our driver.
Son.
Never saw it again. So I had to
James
come
just
back
throw
home
James
and
under
get
the
another
bus.
one.
You're welcome, James.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Way to
James
go,
or Marcus,
James.
something like that.
You know it had her phone number in it. You could have called. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
That's not
Yeah.
how that works.
But I tell you what, the highlight of that cruise had the best pina colada of my life.
Was it worth it?
No,
Not at all.
in a word.
He's probably listening to this podcast. I mean, we're super big,
Yeah.
We're really popular.
Worldwide.
Yep.
Of course.
I have a question. So when did you all have your first phone?
Oh.
That's a good question.
That's
Eighth
an excellent
grade.
question.
I had mine I was pretty old.
I was very young because I was a spoiled brat. No.
I was probably 14, maybe 14. I had a Pantech, not anything, not Android, not anything phone. That was my first phone. I mean, I had phones before, but they weren't like connected or anything. Just like, not good phones or anything. But then I got a little Pantech, and I was able to text on it and make calls, and that's all I did. So I had that for a little bit. Then I got my OnePlus One in must have been 14, I think. 2014.
Was that when you did the little commercial for?
It was, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was
Did
awesome.
a 9-minute commercial for it. And then, and then just like last year, maybe, I got my OnePlus 5. That's it. So, anybody
My
else?
first phone was a little Sprint silver flip phone. Then I went to a black Sprint flip phone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Upgrades.
Upgrade. It was a little bit bigger too.
Moving on up.
And then I had
0.3 inches.
a flip phone that flipped up. It slid up.
Oh, the slide.
Oh, okay.
The slide up.
Oh, yeah.
The razor?
Then I had
No, that was a flip.
Oh, okay.
Sidekick
the
did
Sprint
that.
version of a Sidekick, where it opened
Oh,
sideways.
the sidekick.
But
The
I didn't have
sidekicks
a
were
Wait.
cool.
Which
It
one was
different.
that?
The sidekick was the one that like
I always wanted a sidekick with Jon-Luke.
That's
Which
with
one?
the
What were
QWERTY
you
keyboard,
talking
I forgot
about?
what it's called.
I had the
The
rumor.
LG rumor.
The rumor.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love
You
me
had
a
it too.
rumor.
I
think
I
my
had
mom
one.
had
sister
that.
had one. It always broke down. There was always.
I felt like I was so cool with my little rumor.
Slide.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the Firefly?
No.
Yes.
It had the mom button and the dad button and the
Yes.
911 button.
Mm-hmm.
That was I had that.
Nice.
My first phone was a Nokia.
Of course.
My
Oh,
dad
wow.
used to call it a little
The
cucumber. I don't know why.
Still running somewhere.
I'm sure. I went through like 5 of them though. One time I actually
You
I
broke
had it
a
in a bag.
Nokia?
Okay.
It
I
stopped the
cracked the
bullet
screen.
and then it broke.
I cracked the screen.
It saved
I had it in my
And then it
purse
broke.
as I was getting
Separate
out of a
occasions.
van. Went to slam the door. My purse was in the middle of it,
Oh, okay.
which included my phone.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I had like maybe like 5 of those because I would crack it or
How does
whatever.
anybody break a Nokia?
I
That's
don't
awesome.
know. I don't know.
I'm
And I
just
actually sent my
impressed
first
is all.
text
She would,
message from
though.
that little Nokia,
Really?
and I felt so slick about it.
My dad had a Nokia, like not a brick phone, but like the generation after that, and he lost it. A year later, he accidentally ran over it with our lawnmower, and it still worked.
Of course.
It
Okay.
still works.
Yeah, mine
works.
still worked after that. It just looked terrible.
That's, wow.
Quality.
Yeah.
My first phone was a Sony Ericsson little bar phone, which I thought was so cool. 'Cause it
Okay,
was like
yeah.
the music infused with the.
Yep.
Was it the little crossover?
Oh, I feel like I had one of those, like a candy bar.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
I
a
had a little
candy,
candy
bar.
bar.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a little black and like silver one.
Yeah,
And,
mine was silver.
that was my first one. I got that in 7th grade. I think I was 12 or 13.
I think I got mine too in
first one.
7th grade.
And then after that, I got another Sony Ericsson, but it was a flip phone. I think the one your mom had, the same one.
Oh yeah.
The one
Oh
that was a
yeah.
flip.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I think I had an LG Xenon, which was another
That
slide.
just sounds cool.
Another slide out one with the QWERTY.
Xenon.
Back then, when you had a
21st
QWERTY
century.
keyboard, that changed your life because you were like, I don't have to write T9 anymore.
So,
This
like,
is
did
just
anybody
major step
have a
up.
BlackBerry?
Whoa.
No.
So you were like
Blackberry.
My mom
I
went through a
did.
couple Blackberries.
I did. I used to
My
love
mom
that
had one,
game
too.
I had a
with like the
BlackBerry.
cannon.
Yep.
The Blackberry Pearl.
The red and black one.
And the BlackBerry died, man. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
They
I
took
used to
a
love
hit.
my
I think
BlackBerry
they still have
though.
military contracts though.
That's like a hard hit in the market.
Sure did.
I just remember I was always behind my friend. She always got the latest and greatest phones. Remember when I got the BlackBerry? She's already onto the Sidekick, all those other ones.
She had the iPhone like a year before it was
Oh,
out.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
My
I'm sure.
cousin,
Like, what
my
is
cousin
that?
used to get
It's an
a
iPhone,
new
you'll see it
phone every
later.
time I
You'll
saw
see
her.
it later.
It was unreal.
It's gonna change the world.
My first phone was when on the first year of middle school. And I remember because it was an incident that happened and I couldn't reach my parents and I cannot memorize phone numbers to save my life. So I had to get a phone at the time. It was one of those the little candy bar phones also. Like it was simple, yeah. So the reason why I asked that is a lot of kids nowadays they have phones and they're so young.
At 10
and
years old.
Okay, they have
Oh, yeah.
phones,
Very
iPads,
crazy.
laptops,
Yeah.
like the whole
It's
the
so
works.
different now though because they do way more than just call like they used to.
But it's frying their brains.
And at the same time, like they're living their life on screen now a lot more.
Yep.
Aren't we all
Screen
though?
time.
No.
Yeah, but when we
Read a
grew up,
book.
it wasn't that way.
What's that?
Yeah.
They got that
I
on
mean,
my
but
phone.
you can color on your phone. You can go outside
Oh,
virtual
shit.
reality. Like, you might get hurt if you go out there. Like,
Oh my gosh.
I work in a pediatrics office, and I see all these kids having meltdowns because the parents saying, no, don't play with your phone, or they put down the volume. Doctor would even turn around and say, Mommy, can you put the volume down for the kids? And it's
boy.
like, I'm going to say that's about 90% of the kids that are having that issue. And they're so young. There's like these two-year-old toddlers that are having this issue. They're having meltdowns from the parents taking away their phone. It's just crazy.
And they know exactly how to work phones and
Better than
better
most
than
people.
older
Yeah.
ones.
Oh yeah, I think 12-year-old is the peak age for understanding technology. Yeah. I think it's all downhill from there for me.
now I can barely open my phone. How do you do this?
Jon-Luke, it's your fingerprint.
Instagram.
But which one? I don't know. You put it on there.
It's your finger.
I have 10.
Why so many choices? You added all 10. They're not working.
But there's only 5.
Jon-Luke,
Somehow
that's
you
your
put 10.
toe. What are you doing?
It's not the same.
Somebody needs to
Can
do
we do
that.
toe print? I want to learn.
We gotta find this out.
that. Yeah.
You guys remember when the iPhone came out? Like your reaction?
Oh, I don't remember it.
I don't remember
That was like
at all.
really long time ago, was it not?
It was interesting. I remember Evan, my brother talking to me. He's like, Jared, there's a phone that came out. Yeah? It has one button. No, it doesn't. How do you make calls? It has a touch screen. What does that mean? Like, that was such an interesting experience.
That's cool. The first iPhone I remember, my dad got the iPhone 4. That was my first experience with Apple anything. I had an iPod Touch before that. I had the iPod Touch, yes. iPod third generation. iPod Touch third generation. That was my that was my first experience with the Apple anything. Yep. I love that 4 though. I mean, it was amazing and the marketing was great too.
It's Jon-Luke.
It's my turn.
Jon-Luke.
Okay.
All right.
My topic is unboxing videos.
Oh,
So
good segue.
basically, we're talking about why people watch them and the feeling you get when you're opening something for yourself. And so the first topic that was written on here is my unboxing video that I did maybe a year ago, year and a
I
half.
was saying it was more than a year.
More than that. And there's 10 boxes. So it's a lot of unboxing. And of course, as you heard in my first appearance on Odcast, on a blooper, I was not very well in reading what I was reading, so I sounded kind of dumb. And Daniel over here thought it was amazing. I did not.
I had a great time. But it was good because like
It was good,
Jon-Luke just loves to open boxes.
I love-
There's one thing
I
to know
love
about
unboxing.
him. He just likes the thrill of getting a new product and just opening
doesn't
the package.
everyone?
I appreciate the
Yeah.
packaging.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think,
I love the
I think
packaging,
everyone
yeah.
does, especially now with like Amazon and stuff like that.
Oh
like,
my
yeah.
gosh,
you
it's
can't
like a
wait.
present
Like
for
you can't even wait
yourself.
2 days anymore.
I kid you not.
Checking it all day.
If a new phone comes out, I will watch all 5 or 6 videos of unboxings for each
Really?
YouTuber
He does.
that does one.
He
So
really does.
the people on unboxing videos, I never got this, but when they take the screen thing off, it has a sound or something. Like,
Oh,
tell me about
yes.
that. What is that like? I don't get that.
It changes your life. It's hard to explain.
It's like everybody they're talking and then they stop talking. They're like,
Yes.
it's like why?
And it's the best on the iPhones because it's on the front and back.
Oh,
so you
shoot.
get 2 for the price of 1.
Ooh, okay. I like it.
But like you haven't ever peeled something off of something, and it was just the most
Only the
amazing
sticker on
feeling.
apples.
Yep.
Does that count?
I mean, but it has to be like a clean peel.
No.
Yeah.
Quick sound.
Don't get
I
it
like doing
wet.
it off stainless steel. It's like feels so good
Yes,
off like a
that's
piece of
good.
metal or something.
Yeah, that,
But
and
one
then
thing I will
also.
say,
Go ahead, John.
the Series 4 Apple Watch has a very good unboxing experience from the 5 that I've seen.
You didn't see the 6th one?
I'm still working on it.
Okay.
It's not out yet. I'm waiting for the
They're
notification.
still working
Still
on it.
waiting.
Yeah.
He's still waiting.
Oh, there it is. Bye.
It's like, wait, gotta go, guys. Sorry.
One sec. Give me a sec.
Gotta go get some popcorn. Be right
Where's the
back.
popcorn? More coffee.
More coffee.
And the last thing written here is I'm confused. I think we're all a little confused. But going back to unboxing, what I enjoy about it, when I was unboxing, for example, you didn't know what you were going to get. It was a blind pull. So it could be either amazing or it's like, oh, okay, here's another 7th
so
version
this was
of
your
the
live reaction to this.
live
Yes.
reactions.
Cool,
Live
cool.
action.
Yeah.
And
Cool, cool.
Jon-Luke watches these videos quite a bit, like he just said, for different things. And so I was like, Jon-Luke, let's make this dream a reality. I'll go 50-50 with you. And I just want to, but I was like, but I want to record the reaction. And he was,
He was
Accept the
down.
terms.
he had all these expectations. And after I played the video back, he was like,
That was terrible.
He was like, that was atrocious.
Delete that right now.
I said, absolutely not.
This
They
is
was like, I
gold.
paid good money for this.
So yeah, opening up something is very satisfying. I agree.
It is.
Especially when you don't know what's in the box, or if you forgot that you ordered something and took too long, and it just shows up at your door, and it's just like a gift to yourself from past self.
My
I
past
wait.
self gave me this. Thank you.
I wait for the notification that it's been shipped. Then once it's been shipped, I pull
Check
up,
obsessively.
tracking,
Eagerly
and it's
anticipate.
my first page on my internet when I pull it up. Nope, not here yet.
Every 5 seconds.
Close it, open it back up.
Are you
Hasn't
close?
moved. Okay.
This is the reason
I'll
why
check
my
back
job
later.
is now unbearable, because people are so used to getting their stuff in like 2 days.
Yeah.
Which is just extremely unrealistic in my field. Like
Yep.
your shipments are not going to take 2 days. They're going to take like 2 months. So people just get super antsy.
I mean, I find myself annoyed
my
because there's
God.
Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
You get stuff the same day now.
That is
Oh,
an
yeah?
option.
The same
Yeah,
day.
that's wild.
If you order
Yo.
early enough in the day, you can get it the same day.
2-hour delivery. Stuff
I
like
haven't
that.
done that.
Drone
but
delivery?
That's
I've done
crazy. And they deliver food too. Like,
Yeah.
Amazon does?
yes,
Yeah.
groceries.
Groceries.
Whoa.
I'm a big fan
That's
of
like
the
a
2-day
huge
shipping, not
thing
gonna
now.
lie.
Of what?
I ordered something yesterday, it's coming tomorrow.
Oh, I love that.
I always look for 1 day shipping if I can do
Oh,
it. They
yeah.
do 1 day over
Cool.
$35.
Yep.
I always
So
look
you
for
always
that
add something to get to
option.
35
Yeah. They
for
get
the
me.
next day.
They get
That's
me.
how
But
they
it's
get
okay.
you.
But I'm gonna get it tomorrow. So
But
there's
it's there
that.
tomorrow.
I remember when I had Amazon Prime for free. I'm like, wait,
What?
same day, like the free
What?
trial,
Okay.
Like, wait, same day
What
shipping.
is this technology?
To wait anything longer than a week is like barbaric now.
There's AliExpress. You have to wait like months for it to come from China.
It's
Yeah.
And
crazy.
then I would forget that I order it, and I was like, "Oh, there's something here."
But
It's
then
like,
there's
"Oh,
that
Netflix."
joy.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah.
yes. That's a
'Cause you
different
can-
kind of joy.
Pop open that box and be
Yeah.
like, oh, I did order this.
This $1 cassette adapter. Wow, this did take a month. I legit waited a month for a cassette adapter.
Okay.
I got a new car
Did you
by
get
now.
that flower lipstick before on AliExpress?
No, I didn't. No, I only buy like necklaces. Like I bought.
Well, that is a gorgeous Spock necklace.
and it was like $2 or $3 on AliExpress, so it was pretty good.
How long did it take to get to you?
Like months.
Months?
Like maybe 2 or
Plural?
3 months. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so it was
I would
very
die.
exciting
They put it on a
about
boat from
yeah.
China. It just goes across.
Like,
Yeah.
doo-doo-doo.
You can't even track it. It's
It takes a long way around.
Oh my gosh, that's like truly
you
a
have
gamble.
it. You have it with you.
Oh, yes.
We're not playing that right now.
It's going on
Oh,
the YouTube
You can
channel.
look at the
Let's listen to
thumbnail, but that
first,
is
like,
all.
The first
No.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Here to do my first ever unboxing, so I'm gonna go ahead and open it up. Sound of plastic. Yes.
I like how you stopped talking.
Okay,
and they're
but
like,
the
let's just enjoy
thrill,
this sound. Yeah.
guys.
Crunch, 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 crunch.
Yeah, you need the perfect knife to open the box.
You're right.
Or
Did
just
not
have it
the perfect knife at
pre-opened.
the time. I actually did mention that I should have pre-cut, but here we go. Yes.
Wow.
And one
So-
thing
Yeah.
for unboxings, once it's open, you can never get it back the way it was
Yup.
boxed up. It is impossible.
I try. I
I've
really
done
do. I try to leave things like, I don't know, I'm weird. If I get something and open it up, I like to put it exactly the way I opened it up.
Doesn't
if that
work.
makes sense. It doesn't always work,
Nope.
but sometimes it does.
So does anybody else like watching unboxing videos on YouTube? Does anybody else do that, or just me and Jon-Luke?
I do.
Okay.
I don't.
I do it
I don't know
especially
that
if
I've
there's something I'm interested in buying.
Oh yeah, of
That
course.
for me, yeah.
I watch reviews.
for reviews
Yes,
for
it
sure.
is.
Yeah, but not for like.
So nobody
this
does it
brings
for
me joy.
entertainment?
No.
I do.
I mean, it's an
depends.
entertainment and review all in one.
Exactly.
True. Yeah.
I like to be informed of new releases.
Yeah. Exactly. That's why I do it. Like I do it to learn about new devices and stuff like that. But you know, I guess the other side of the coin is if you like only watch the ones that you are interested in potentially buying this one. So is that what you guys basically do, ish, or what?
Well, I saw a really weird unboxing the other day.
Do tell.
Do tell you.
I was on the weird side of YouTube, apparently. And this was a woman that was unboxing, like, a baby doll.
Okay.
But it was, like, supposed to be a super realistic life-like
Oh, good
baby
grief.
doll.
Those are
This woman said
creepy.
she had
That is
waited, like,
creepy.
2 years for this particular, like,
2 years
style.
for this creepy
And
baby.
it was, like,
Finally
oddly
got it.
fascinating. Like,
Oh,
this
dear.
baby looked real.
How much did she pay
I
for
don't know
this?
how I managed to stumble across that video, but I did, and I watched like the full 10-minute thing.
How much did she pay for this fake baby?
I don't know how much it was, but that must have been a lot.
If she waited 2 years, it better be.
And what she said was that like they paint the doll like in layers. So I think it starts out white, and they paint it in layers, so
Ugh.
it looks like
Why is it-
literal skin.
That's just
insane.
creepy.
And she was like so excited for this thing.
Did she have like fear in her eyes?
I didn't see the girl herself. I just saw the box. And she talks about it. There's like clothes, baby clothes in the box. And okay, the weirdest thing was though, when she was getting ready to like finally reveal the baby had a diaper wrapped around its head.
Of course.
So I guess that was supposed to like build anticipation. I don't know.
So-
then
What?
once she, that's how she fully unveiled the baby.
Good grief.
It was very
Okay.
strange.
That's really weird.
So I don't understand.
Thank you for sharing.
John-Luke is usually watching some sort of technology YouTuber, and
Just usually.
just all the time, and I can't wrap my head around how these people really get how do you get views? You just sit there and talk about all these phones. They're the exact same thing. You're just like, oh yeah, this phone does this, and they have like millions of followers.
They
And I'm
do.
like, John-Luke, why do you watch these people? You know what phones do. He's like, I like it, and I'm like, what is
I like
it?
watching
Why?
the
And
details.
I don't know how they have such a following.
Well,
my mind is
I
blown.
know
do
They're
people keep buying
likable
new
people.
phones?
I don't know.
Having a
Exactly.
personality. That's
Yeah.
it. That
Literally,
is
I'm
it.
like, what am I
Another
doing with my
thing-
life? Why am I
Look.
not opening boxes and getting free stuff?
I would do that.
There's another thing that some YouTubers actually go hard into the details of every single difference.
Yeah.
For example, like
Yeah, yeah.
iOS, they'll look at
Yeah.
the very minute details. Like, for example, let's say they move the alignment.
It's
like
hilarious.
0.5 millimeters.
all these
they can
people are
spot
doing-
They like
everything.
moved it
They're
5
stating
pixels.
the
look for
obvious. All they're doing is
glitches.
stating
All
the
they're doing
obvious.
is getting a list of changes that the company published, and they're literally reading them and showing
They
them to you.
actually find way more.
But guess
That's
what?
the funny thing.
I'd rather watch it than
Then
read
do
it
it
from
yourself,
the website.
right?
And that's the thing.
And-
It's laziness.
and that's
You'd
why
rather have
I'm-
someone tell you how to do
I'm
it than do
lazy.
it
That's why
yourself.
I'm doing everything
Yeah,
wrong in
exactly.
my life. I should be the catalyst to the lazy man.
Yes.
What am I doing?
You're doing it wrong.
Like Marquez Brownlee and some other really big YouTubers, they have such like I really appreciate their understanding of technology in general. Like they have a really good grasp of
It's
like
their
the
job.
history of technology. They have a really good grasp of like this is what Apple is doing. Like for example, they said something like I saw something that was like Apple over the course of their devices has been going from okay they had the Mac, then they had the MacBook, then they had the iPad, then they had the phone, then now they have their watch. So it's getting more and more small and more personal because you're wearing the watch now. So it's like a concept like that I don't pay attention to, you know, if you're buying the new phone or something. But it's really cool to get their grasp
Apple
on
Yeah, they break
contact
everything
lens
down.
is next.
it. Exactly.
Apple
Glasses.
lenses.
Just gonna be
Lens.
like an HUD, like heads-up display. Just
just worth
Remember
at that
Google
point.
Glass?
Yeah. Whatever
Yep.
happened to that? It was like super
never
expensive,
happened.
right?
It was
It was
super
15
expensive.
1,500. Yeah.
It was super expensive, and you had to
So
pay a
is
tethering
the price of a
Of the
10s
new
Max.
iPhone. Yeah.
Hey.
plan. And you had to pay the monthly tethering plan unless you already had one, which was an additional $40 a month.
Yeah.
Project
What is
5.
that? What's the tethering plan?
You basically have to pay for it to have Wi-Fi on your phone.
On your phone.
What?
It'll take your
That's
phone's
not
data.
cool.
Yeah. But like a better implementation, I was super excited for Glass when it came out.
It was
Like,
a
I
cool
thought it was
idea.
really neat. The concept ads were really cool too. Like what you could do with that turn-by-turn directions. You get
In your
it on the
eye. It
Yeah.
literally in your eye.
That
Yeah.
kind of worries me. Like, imagine driving with like
Heads up
things in
display.
your face popping up.
I mean,
Like,
don't you
I
have
feel
your
like people
phone
are-
in your face as a
I
GPS?
mean, yeah, but
It's not
that's just a
literally
bad habit. But it's not like it's
obstructing your view.
on your person, like on purpose. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's kind of people are bad enough at driving.
I kind of feel like it's when you're looking at your
We'll have
windshield.
self-driving cars by then anyway.
You're so right.
You know when you're looking at your windshield and you can see through it, or you can see your windshield. I think it's kind
Yeah.
of like that concept.
Yeah, like
Where
you don't
you're
you
not-
can focus on it. In other
Yeah.
words, right?
You can kind of focus through it.
But like, what if you're driving and you just get a mean glare that glares onto your Google Glass?
And that like prisms through
Oh,
your eye.
blinded.
or are they? Yeah, and just burnt your retina. Or are they like sunglasses? Are they like
That's what I was worrying about.
No.
I don't think
Well,
they're
they
polarized
change-
at
do
all.
they-
The thing it was just a visor that went across your forehead and a thing that went over your eye. But what you could actually do is they had sunglass attachments that went under it, and there was a little cutout where the glass was.
And eventually you could get like your own lenses, prescription
Yeah.
and stuff.
I will say like
Interesting.
I like technology. I'm into it and I keep up with it. I don't think I ever saw an advertisement for Google Glass.
Really?
I don't think I ever saw
No.
anything showing me how it worked. If I didn't actively go out and look for it,
Yeah.
Yeah, I only saw it on YouTube. That was
Yeah,
it.
I think they only
Never
marketed on YouTube. Like I think
seen,
that's
I
it.
didn't think I saw it in person.
I saw it once.
You did?
At a college kid had it, but I never saw it like other than YouTube. I never saw it advertised.
Yeah, I never saw an advertisement.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed.
The future.
Well,
the
that was
future
my
is now.
topic.
Future Tech Industries.
Who's next?
Who is next?
I'm already done, so I'm good.
You're good. I'm good.
I mean,
Alyssa?
you're in charge.
Oh.
Technically, you pick.
Let's
Is
enjoy
it
your
me?
beautiful voice.
Alyssa's next.
Hey guys, thank you so much for listening. You'll hear the rest of this episode on next month's podcast.